pumping from 70 meters. Actually, you can do 35 meters with Wawa jet. So that's our benefit. So we conclude that this one is good for deep pools. That means you can stock more fishes and higher density. And it's useful for benthic or big swimming abilities. Now, in Taiwan fishermen, they really like deep pools because once you have bad weathers, if you have deep pools, that means you have buffer to bad climates. Once typhoon comes, you will have a stable water in the low part, and then the bad water flow out. So once there is prediction typhoon comes, they will fill up all the pool. So the water is very full there. But of course the pool is above the ground. Once the rain comes, then they flow up immediately. They don't go to the bottom. So that you can have a stable pools, stable water in the low water there. But to do that, you need to have a good aerators to give oxygen in the pool bottoms. If you don't have good aerator to the pool bottoms, it would be useless to do pedal wheels. 3 meters and 1 pedal wheel can do nothing to the pool bottoms. Okay, and fish have high protein contents. That means they can easily, make the water worse. And when you are shortage of water, and so I call Wawa jet is some kind of self-recirculation aquaculture systems. Usually they do is that we pump water out and have water processing outside, and then the clean water come back. This way may be good, but again, you don't clean everything. You don't do everywhere in the pools. We need to let this guy move. If we let this guy move, we can clean everywhere and purify the water and regenerate the petri organisms. Okay, here is the first version. We did this, and then we found that fish like to stay where the water falls. We found many shrimp there. So we convinced that yes, we do clean the water. This is the first version. And then we do the second version. And if you can see carefully, we use 2 pumps. Okay. And then we use 1 pump with a valve. So the first version was we use a pump and fix somewhere and prove that this can purify waters. But then we think 1 pump is not enough. 2 pumps doesn't mean good. It has to move. If a guy moves, then it generates disturbance to the water. So it can cause circulation this way. And if we pump water from the pool bottom, that means you have vertical circulation. And if we move, that means 3D flow convection. Once you do that, you can clean everything in these lines. But because we inject water outside, 10 to 15 meters, so we can clean 30 meters to 200 meters water. And that is very good enough for a pool, 50 to 100 to 200 meters. But then again, we say, yeah, if you have 1 pump, it looks stupid. So you should then pay 2 pumps So then, yeah, and then I found out it's a stupid design. I would say, if you just look, you have two guys, one carry the other guy's work, and the other carry the other guy's work. But it's practical, and it's cheap when the pump is small. Then we go to original design. Should be one pump, one motor, one valve. Then looks smart because you just switch the valve, so you can let water inject this way or inject this way, and then it can go automatically. Yeah, it's smart, but when you go for industry, motor is expensive as a 3 horsepower pump. So what's the point? We pay money for a valve, not a pump. So original design, a smart design should be a pump with a valve. But because of money, so we buy 2 pumps. And that is good for 3 horsepower pump. And then if we go to America, then a typical pool is something like 20,000 meters square. And then, if we do 2-3 horsepower, that is not good enough. So then it should be done by 5 horsepower pump or 10 horsepower pump. In this way, we don't buy 2 horsepower pump. We should buy 1 big pump with 1 valve. Okay, that's for America. Again, then we have done some patterns. And this is our competitors, or some. There was a German guy. They really think about cruising aerators. So they really do a boat guided by laser or radios, But it looks complicated and quite advanced, and you need to do a lot of control. And some American guys do this, and then it looks like a boat. You need a guy to handle it, always there. And I would think that's not practical, That means you need 1 guy there. We do need and some guys there. Okay, so we say, yeah, this way is a solution to agriculture and fishery recovery. If we can produce more fish by agriculture, that means we can do less with fishery in ocean, and ocean may recovers. Okay, then we can avoid overfishing problem. My ambition is, can we double stocking densities by Wawa jet, by intensive usage of Wawa jet. And we are doing that with a ship from Thailand. We call it Thailand shrimp, Thailand prawn. It's about this size, I think. Half of this, maybe longer than that. Half of this. Tiger prawn. We say a Thailand prawn. We say Thailand prawn. But I don't know and we say there are 8 million fishermen in the world, and 40-50 million tons fish demand every year. And we can do this. Or crab, crab doesn't swimming fast also, so we can do that. And we can do it with lake and fresh waters. And however, because I was thinking this way, it's a Navy carrier. It's not a boat. It's a carrier. It carry airplane, carry missile, carry everything. And I'm thinking, my Wawa jet is a carrier, and it can carry this and distributing everything like that. So it can make the water more homogeneously, not only in temperature, but also in chemical contents or biological distributions. I think so. And of course, we can this carrier. We don't need to produce it in the base shape. We can produce it in the good shape. It does water processing, but also a landmark of a lake. There is no art that can move or with fountain together. If we can put a water processing machine, looks like a mountain, a fountain, and the landmark, like create a view and create some ideas. And let's come here, to look for cooperations. So it's a mobile landmark on water surface for tourist attractions. And I just found you have a small part that can be demonstration in your canvas. Okay. Also, micro bubble diffuser is used very common in water processing. Micro bubble. And I think we can do this. A roots fan and generate air and put micro bubble there. So you can generate micro bubble. And because we move, so we don't need to work so hard that we put so many pipe under the lake or a pool. Just think, 50, 200 meters. How many pipe do you need for a pool? And how many fans, can I say that? Come air fan or say, I only say roots fan. Roots. It's a kind of, how to call this machine fan? It's pumping air. Air compressor? Yes, something like that, yeah. So I would say, with this machine, with this aeration carrier, we can do a lot. And we can make it more beautiful, elegant. And that's what I thought. Okay, I also did one design. It is driven by solar energy and remote control. So you can put many water detector on, and it cruise and record everything it passed. So that you don't need many detectors. You only need one, and you walk, around, pools. And it's really working. And of course, we did some funny toy there. Okay, so it looks nice. Okay, now we wish to do this with commercialization. So we wish this can be easy assembly. And so we need to module. Yeah, and this is the first type, two-pump. We wish that it can assemble like that. So, okay, this is for tomorrow's presentation. I have a presentation tomorrow in ITTES, something like that. And of course, I can cooperate with Sure Cell and Solar Cell too. Okay, yeah, that's where I met Professor Mustafa. And many thanks. And you can find me. I have Facebook. You can find me here. Okay. So I don't think you like this Chinese. Yeah. And this is the real one. We do this in real open pools. And we quite welcome you to do open pool test with us. We have about 20 pools, cooperative pools. They welcome me to put the machine in and to do every test. You can go there once a week, once a day. They will give you a fisherman lunch and do any test you like. Catch them fish and check the body, what happened inside. And I have a guy do prawns. That's every 3 months. Every 3 months they have a harvest. Should I call it harvest? So many thank yous for this presentation. And for a mechanical guys, I can tell you say